So in for repair today we have our John Deere 7810, which has manifold bolts broken and also has a problem with the air condition. We have our 6910, which the radiator is completely stuffed, and we also have the 6930, which is due in for service. First of all, we'll head over to Mick. We have an eye leak on the front of our 6910. Nothing major, I don't think. It seems to be a bit of a slow weep on it. Yeah, so
the trouble is the muck is sticking to the stuff in the rod.
Yeah, so we brought it in this morning here just to give it a quick run over before it goes rolling. There was quite a bit of crap here on the...
It was even worse
inside. Yeah, so this rod here, this is split into two. Mick, you have an oil cooler at the back.
Yeah, as far as you make out on your aircon
here at the front.
It looks to be a one-piece unit though.
Yeah, now the aircon, not sure whether it's working or not on it.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
Don't know. We don't know yet. But generally what can happen is the aircon, the gas in the aircon can leak out and it can stuff up the rod in here.
Which it was.
Yeah, it was completely stuffed actually. But we can lift it up. In fairness, if you take off your...
2 bolts there.
Yeah.
And a clamp there. There's enough flex in the hose to get this up enough. We'll pull that a wee bit, see? Up enough to...
So we've our air filter sitting on here. We whip that off and whip the pipe off, and then take off, remove this bolt.
One the far side.
And then the whole lot lifts up.
Slowly. I'm pulling that hose.
All the pipes are alright, yeah?
I'm still rattling. Go ahead. Let's say.
Oh, Jesus.
Was she eating?
That's fine.
Up a touch more. Whoa. Right. Come on down. Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right. Back out. Well, forklift job.
So we're after just giving it a good wash down out and Mick is putting it back together. So it'll be just a matter of kind of working it to see.
Keeping an eye.
Yeah. But that would affect, well.
I'm sure if your radiator's blocked, you can't.
Temperatures are going to go up.
Okay, this time of year you might get away, but might take a chance and wreck an engine.
Yeah. So we just throw the air filter back on it and let it out. It's after getting a good wash there. Did you power hose it?
No, Mick.
So Mick was in the power hose. You want to be careful too with the power hose. Just don't go mad with it. So we turn the pressure down on the power washer when we're doing any of this.
Right, we're out of the way down and keep moving.
Yeah.
And make sure you block the intake.
When we did start, Mick, we seen you can explain that.
Yeah, when he started the tractor, there was a big gush of water, but what happens is the water goes through the rod.
Yeah, so
and it sits in the cowls and all that. And once you fired up the fan, sends that all over the place. Frightening call, I think, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was going to blow up. Last week our 7810 is back in. This time, well, we had the same problem last time. We just said we'd bring it in this time to fix it, and it was the manifold gasket that was leaking that Mick had a bit of an issue with. Got the job of trying to remove the studs, and I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that happen, Kaylem? Was just
I don't know. It seems something that just is reoccurring team.
Yeah. He's done quite a few of them there in the past. He's good with the fast tracks as well. So I think you got lucky this time, but didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to go off and get myself a lotto ticket this evening because the hedge coat was on this today, and I said I'd take it off before I even attempt into this.
Yeah.
And here we are now at 4 o'clock. I think it's finished. So it went the opposite way than I was expecting, but sure, look, no one complained when going that way.
Yeah, we had 2. There was 2 visibly gone, and actually there was 3. The whole lot of them were a little bit loose, and probably that's what would have left to a bit of vibration, and then the studs went, and as a result, then was making quite a racket in there, especially in the cab there, because I had it myself there yesterday, and it was you wouldn't stay in the cab too long.
No, you'd want a mask in early on.
You would. Dangerous too, not to have that going around your cab. So yeah, we had a little bit of footage there on you taking it out.
Yeah. Go. Oh, fuck, you're a jammy country.
No broken studs, Mick.
Brilliant. You've been nearly handy with studs with it. Have you both?
Let's get it on this pipe first. Now, push it to me. There we go. There we go.
What's that? I'm sitting down on the oak.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Even the sound is fucking... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine now this is going to be a slight bit on the awkward side.
Remember about... There's a washer in here, Kaylem. Hey.
Yeah, I have a washer on this.
What are they? This is flat. Put the 2 on. Yeah. Get it right around with that.
I can hope so. What do you see? Oh, they're same either side.
Yeah, but that's in the middle position, yeah. I thought first it was diagonal. You know the way some...
Oh shit.
That'll go now.
Thing done before lunch if I didn't take the hedge cutter off, but should then I'd spend the rest of the day trying to get the bolts out, probably if the hedge cutter was still on it. But yeah.
The first one was definitely gone, wasn't it?
Yeah, these 2 are broken, that one was broke. On that one, all the bolts were loose, that's why.
Vibration.
Yeah.
Shit.
There was not that much stripping really. Bonnet off and everything at the top of it, intake, exhaust manifold off, and clean everything down. Getting the studs out was the biggest part. But the left-handed drill bits, the Bulldog ones that we have here, are brilliant. So
We're doing that.
working with them and just get the dot punch dead centered first and drilling slightly bigger and bigger every time, and
Yeah.
got them out not too bad with that. So.
Yeah, because the bolts can get quite hard with the heat, can't they? They can be.
Yeah, no, they can. Now with this, it was more the case that the bolts were loose as to why the bolts sheared rather than them being just over time or a manifold warping or anything like that.
And would you have to get manifold skimmed?
Yeah, you would in general. Like with the likes of this now, it's not that big of a job. You would just go and put new bolts and gaskets on it and hope for the best. But sometimes with some things, you can't. You have to get them skimmed. But well, it's always worth just taking a chance. If it's not that much stripping, it is worth.
Yeah, well, that's not that long gone, so at least it wasn't.
Yeah, because if it is neglected, it will warp.
It will warp, yeah. Now, we're going to bring you on to another problem that we had was the air condition. Lads are giving out about it being very warm in the cab, especially with the hedge car. You have purchased.
Yes.
And you're setting up a little business there doing air conditioning. So I'd say you'll be very busy. That's one thing for sure, because it's very hard to get the guys to get cabs, get the air con done on them.
Yeah.
What did you go off and do?
Yeah, so we got the actual machine, aggregate machine, which is portable, just for myself, just easy to move about, and it's compact. Use the same one when I was in college in Tralee, so I was familiar with it.
Yeah.
And between that and then our actual tracer kit, which is just for basically nitrogen and hydrogen mix, and I can detect on the hydrogen for finding leaks. So on this machine now, first thing I do, there was no gas in it, which I found is putting the pressure clock on it. So there's no point in just putting gas straight into it, because the gas itself is crazy money, it's scary. So it's not worth just putting it in to then come back in a week's time and all the gas is gone. So straight away I go in and I pressure test it. I didn't even have to put half a bar in this to find we had a leak on the Schrader valve, the low pressure quick release points. You have two of these on the machine. And then there's a dryer filter, which is just in front of the back right wheel, and the two pipes were loose for whatever reason. Tightened them, we still had a leak. So we're into a fourth leak, and with this we were able to go in and find underneath the seat in the actual evaporator inside in the cab is where it's leaking the rest of the gas.
So just maybe demonstrate that it's really like a sniffer, isn't it, as such?
Yeah, so I just calibrate this to what is in the atmosphere at the minute. And this will, didn't even have it turned on, but it will basically beep whenever it detects the nitrogen.
Yeah.
So you can more or less play a game of hot or cold to find where your leak is.
Yeah.
And it takes an awful lot of
guesswork.
There is no guesswork with this. So it's brilliant. And then if you want to find down, because it's quite hard sometimes, when I was looking at the Schrader valve on the front of it, I still had to put soapy water on it to find that it was coming from the centre rather than a pipe that was beside it or whatever. But it's brilliant for pointing it out.
Yeah, well, probably the dryers and that's probably not enough service done on those over years. Aircon seem to be kind of forgot about, and then they're not working. But like everything else, they do need to be serviced, and you need to replace your dryers. Yeah. And maybe we have a problem with the evaporator on that, but his will just have to probably be putting you into it, because there's no point casting up.
Yeah. No, it's like a diesel filter in your car. Would you wait until it stops running before you change the filter, or you do, and it should be done. You know, it is one of them things. Was
So you go nationwide with this
Forgot about
service now, you just
look, I don't mind coming off here now, but I'm not going to throw it in the back of the van for
so
100 quid worth of work.
if
and
you get
carry.
a call there from the boys and carries there, will you go down to the relatives there and maybe do a few of the 135s maybe?
No family and friends. That's it. Yeah.
Well, look, the best of luck with it. Anyway, it's purchase-wise, what sort of a package would it cost just to get something up and running there?
Look, for everything like that, you'd be looking at north of $5,000. Like,
£5,000, yeah.
So it's a lot of money, but look, it's something we should see back out of it. Just with doing our own work, and always, you know, it's something that is
well,
worth
it's a thing
having.
that has to be kind of working nowadays in the cab because it's you know, they're
Yeah.
so
Like-
well sealed that you just don't open the door anymore. You can't be letting the dust in on top of those electrics, so you can't.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, if you don't have the radio and the air conditioning working, no interest in driving it.
Just no interest in driving, no matter what it is.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Long gone with the days.
Right, well look, we have to get the, as you say, we've the evaporator ordered up, and when we've that into it, then we can gas it up, and that should be it. And we've a few other machines to check out as well. So. Okay, so you're going to give us a small little bit of a demo on how everything works.
Yeah, so just on the basis of it, so it has its own database, which is every machine on it. Now it's an agri machine, but it has cars and the likes on it as well.
So you just scroll through whatever
Yeah,
you want. In
so
this case here, we've
I'm
John
after going
Deere.
through and finding my 7810 John Deere, so I know it takes my 1800 grams of gas, and I have it plumbed in here now, and we can see that there is no gas in the tractor. But now I still have to fix one leak on it, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not just going to put gas in it, but it'll come up with everything, all the manufacturer's specs on it already, and I can literally put it into automatic. So if I know that I definitely have no leaks, I can literally set this up in automatic. Yeah, there's everything there for me.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything other than press OK and walk away and come back in an hour's time, and it'll have everything done. So there's no manual steps to it really at all.
Right. And that is, you have a Bluetooth to your phone as well, you were saying,
Yeah.
just for a job card, just to check.
Yeah, so just for our own sake or invoice or whatever, I Bluetooth the phone to the machine, and I can see here, like on one machine done last week, we recovered only 29 grams of gas, done my 20-minute vacuum test. I pulled the 20-minute vacuum and then a leak test, and then I put back in 12 grams of oil and 1,400 grams of gas, and I can have a record of every machine on it.
Yeah.
So it's quite a simple machine now, and then we've got our oil, and the oil is a trace of it, so if you have any leaks you can find it fairly easy. It's kind of an outdated thing, but every oil comes with it anyways.
Yeah.
And then my old oil as well, which we dispose of properly.
Right.
I can print it out onto a receipt, so actually I can go back to
Print some of those jobs if you were.
yeah, so I can go to my last one, which is that same one that I was after, and I can actually print it out here onto this. So
Just working away there.
yeah.
Should be a credit card there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll print out the car details now if only.
Only that simple.
Yeah, so then you can put down all your details on the machine.
Yeah.
And
And you can clip that then, we could invoice in, so at least you have a record of it.
exactly.
It's very compact, isn't it? So this one you can actually, it's portable as such, is it?
Yeah, so it has a lock on the weight cell on the back of it, and it's quite light there. Like if myself and yourself were to grab it here now, like I don't think you'd be killing yourself.
No.
It's not nice lifting your own, but you can if you have to. So no, it's perfect for that now. Just not planning on doing the walk of the country now or anything like that, but just for when you do have to move it about, it is very useful, and very long leads on it too.
So you've just connected up there, obviously there's no gas in the system there at the minute.
Yeah, so there's no gas. I can show it fairly simply with just doing the just pulling a vacuum on it. So it still has all my details on it. I'll cancel it after, but I can go for the automatic service. Yeah, so I already have everything all plumbed up. Yeah, so it's after completing the recovery because there was no gas in it to start with. It knows that by the pressures that are in it, and I was going to pull a vacuum, and it'll pull that up it'll pull one bar for about 20 minutes,
Right.
and then it will do just a leak test to make sure to hold that one bar. It's kind of a backwards way of testing
Testing it, yeah.
Because like if you notice that there's a vacuum leak on it, trying to find a vacuum leak is not the same as a pressure leak.
Yeah.
A lot harder to find. And then when it goes to put the gas in, it uses that vacuum to actually pull the gas in.
Yeah, through, yeah.
So it's fairly simple units. You can see there now we're pulling about 1 bar negative on
See it there.
Yeah. But no, it's more interesting seeing on something there that's actually working too, but that's the basics of the machine.
Right, okay. Nice compact, I have to say. It's handy there around the workshop. Doesn't take up too much space. And
No, it
the
is.
fact that it is portable then means you can go from A to B, because
Yeah.
you can always be get the tractors back to the workshop. It's very hard to.
No,
In the busy times when lads are flying out, they can't be.
Yeah,
They don't bring them back, so they don't. So you have to go see them. But we're lucky enough with the 7, 8, 10 in today on the other job, so at least we can run through it.
Yeah. So we're very
Good job.
decent.
Oh, 6930 in for service. Again, we're just looking at the hours on that tractor now. She has done quite a bit, hasn't she?
Yeah, 15,300 now, so it's coming up and it's 20 something odd service.
As we say, probably missed 1 or 2 in between.
Yeah, probably done extended intervals at some stage, busy seasons and whatnot. But
How long are we looking now for servicing these? I'm just off my phone here. How long are we just servicing these tractors now?
well, on average, we'll be doing the engine, diesel filters, engine oil, front axle, I'd say 500 hours
Right.
or even less, so you're better off get it in before that.
Yeah.
And then transmission filters at 1,000 hours. And then Chevy 2 or 3 transmission services change the transmission oil as well.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's amazing. You wouldn't think they're doing the hours until you bring them back in for service, and you realise actually they've probably gone over service because maybe it might go off in a job and
we've forgotten about it. And
forgotten
that'll be
about and the scheme of things. So you just kind of have to give a check on it. But straightforward enough service on these, isn't it? There's no big.
Yeah, no, there's no major end to it at all. I wouldn't mind when I put that on my hand. Hold on, you're alright. Enough ignorance. There we go, easy walk. Easy walk. I was only trying to make it look tough, you know. Oh yeah, where you want it? More or less doing the full service on it this time because I know for a fact the last time that I serviced it about a year and a half ago, I just done the engine and front hubs, and the oil front hubs there now is black after.
Yeah, we can see it here on the.
Yeah, there's no signs of anything to be concerned about, just the oil itself has deteriorated. I think they're only using the 1540 or 1040 in the front hubs of these anyway, so it's quite a light oil, so it's important to keep on top of it.
Keep it changed. Right, okay. We also have now just flipping over here to the 7810, which we had the same problem on last week with the
exhaust manifold.
And we're in here this morning, and again.
Now there's two things. The exhaust box itself is loose, so the clamp's loose and the bracket's loose onto the manifold, so that's one nice bit of fumes, and then we have a stud broken here on cylinder number 1. So like it's actually, I don't think it's actually leaking there now, but it's not going to get any better. So
yeah, it's been a matter of time. Where the last one bolt was gone,
it was on the other side.
On the other side. So any of these tractors, especially if they're out in the fields doing kind of cultivation work, I know they have suspension and all that, but the exhaust can give a good bit of problems with them, because even the stack, the far side, can loosen, and these definitely in here, once these bolts loosen, you're going to get a lot of play on it, but it's just one of those things you have to keep a check on.
Yeah, I love doing exhaust
You
manifolds.
love doing exhaust manifolds.
I had this one on the Sean, I think you give him a nice
You think so? I see he's gone running there now.
Gosh.
Huh? Shawnee? Oh, you're not coming, you're not going to do this one now? Huh? Actually, Sean is doing a job here in the back. Where you come over here and explain to me what you're doing. So you have a helper on the job here.
Little apprentice.
Marco must be away on a few days holidays, I think, is he?
So,
So he's left you with the task of looking after the boss here.
yeah, big boss.
Yeah, right, okay. You have a stand that no longer a stand, I presume?
Well, it was bent whenever I came at it. It was sitting on blocks, so I just said, yeah, do it right
Yeah,
first.
Do you think maybe you would have got a crack of an
I'd say
arm?
it was sitting up here.
Oh, right, okay.
Someone got lazy and didn't look. Because you've little hooks there for it to pull it away so it doesn't get caught in it.
Oh, so they actually whipped it up
They
here out of the
whipped it
way,
up and then
which
the arm.
meant the arm caught it and twisted. What do you do, Sean?
Young fellas.
Young fellas? Huh? If it was an old fella you wouldn't say, but
No.
probably, huh? Why do we always blame young fellas? Never old fellas, is it?
No, it is sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
We won't say who.
No.
Anyway, so you've welded it back on,
Yeah.
and I presume is it kind of gone out of shape?
It is, yeah. A wee bit, but
It'll probably still swivel on it, will it?
yeah.
Right, okay.
Touch
well,
of a grinder, saw it out.
Bale chaser will be going away for the winter, that's it. 7, 8, 10 has to come in for those manifold bolts.
Might as well do
And I
this
hear
one.
you're doing that job as well, the manifold bolts.
I've been landed with it anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's not a simple one, but
No,
if you get as lucky as Kaylem at the last one, maybe
don't say it yet.
you wouldn't be too bad. So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so from over here at Finnegan's Farm, we'll talk to you all next Wednesday.